Reviewing Amber Heard's interview this morning, part 1 with Samantha Guthrie. I'm going to have to do this in 2 parts because there's a lot. And I'm going to be using exact quotes because I watched it several times to make sure I'm quoting correctly. It's Fuel Me Once here, driving instructor of the world, just in case you didn't remember. Basically, what you get through the entire interview is a lot of micro expressions where she's smiling at inappropriate times, a lot of bad acting, shaking her head no when she's trying to say yes, and more defamation, lots of defamation, which she could be sued for. She obviously doesn't care. She said, and everything's a quote here, "To my dying day, I will stand by every word of my testimony." Wait, which one? The one in the UK, the one in deposition, or the one in the trial? She, of course, blames social media. Even the most well-intentioned juror, it would have been impossible to avoid this. You see how she lies with disconnected sentence fragments? So you're saying the jurors couldn't see the evidence? They were swayed only by social media? Because that puts the blame on all of us. We're social media. It's our fault. When she was testifying, she looked out at the gallery full of Captain Jack Sparrow fans, not real people. And why weren't there Amber fans, Mira fans? She said, "This is the most humiliating and horrible thing I've ever been through. I've never felt more removed from my own humanity. I felt less than human." Yeah, because you lied and defamed the entire time. That would make anyone feel horrible. Remember, we're not built to lie. Our bodies hate it. Samantha Guthrie asked, "Were you confident when the verdict came out?" She'd say, "That's a great question." Now, who says that unless they're trying to stall? This is her face when she's saying that. Look at that grimace. And by the way, she ducks her chin down every time she's lying. You can watch it for yourself. And I didn't watch it on the Today Show. I watched it on a YouTube recast. That, she says in the UK case, even more evidence was presented there that they kept out of this trial. Really important pieces of evidence. Really? Like what? Give us a sneak peek. Sure, maybe you're going to appeal, but since there were mountains, we can know a little, right? To the question, did you think he had better lawyers? She says, "I will say his lawyers did a better job of distracting the jury from the real issues." Again, this jury's stupid. She says the trial's not just about Hollywood brats. It's about First Amendment rights to speak. She was asked, well, free speech doesn't protect you against defamation, right? There were some good hard-hitting questions. She says, yes, exactly. Free speech does not protect you from going to a crowded movie house and you scream fire. We get the concept of free speech from the Greeks. Actually, we don't. My understanding is the freedom to speak truth to power. That's all I spoke. I spoke it to power and I paid the price. She's echoing the op-ed. And when asked if she was acting, she said, says the lawyer for the man who convinced the world he had scissors for fingers. What?